Hello everyone and welcome to the RLANZ Aldi Cup Series Season number 2, Race 14 here at Pocono for the Axalta We Paint Winners 400. Joined in the booth by Isaac Nichols.
Hello.
First off, I'd just like to say, just apologise about the Coca-Cola 600. It was absolutely awful, which a lot of you commented, which is understandable, it really was, so apologies about that one. But anyways, qualifying results on the left. James Kinghart on the front row. Is your full qualifying results.
This second pole of the season, I believe. Or,
Yeah.
well, in the RLANZ at least.
Yeah, second pole of the season. I know that puts at least 3 poles for Hawkins. I remember he was on pole for the Coca-Cola 600 last season. But yeah, so
What was he really?
yeah. It was on pole for a Charlotte race last year. But yeah. Anyways, DQs
Okay, maybe
for
it
this
wasn't.
week. No, it wasn't for this season's Coca-Cola 600. But
Okay,
last
maybe
season.
that was his. This is probably his first pole of the season then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. But yeah, DQs for this week: Simon Nichols, Matthew Stotts, Eli Bright, Jordan Watt, Carl Adams, Chase Marks, Jared Oren, and Alex Hawkins. So, those are the drivers that DQ'd for this race. And we'll get this one started here at Pocono for 32 laps. Now,
Alright. So,
yeah, so last time we went to Pocono, this guy, Tristan Allen.
Wilson Miller and,
Yeah, well, I'll just talk about Tristan Allen. Yeah, this is where Tristan Allen got his 5th win of Season 1 last time we were here. So he's tasted success here before, and obviously Dawson Miller now in the 5, and Kenneth Bueno is now in the 9. Just jump to him, get to the green. There he is, he's at the back of the field, and someone has missed the start, obviously, so whatever. Green flag. Yeah. Oh, that's Lucifer Sam, the 32 car.
ooh, okay. That's unfortunate for, who was, Jonathan Rains, I think.
Yeah, actually, they got a pretty good start back there. Rains and Landy Papillon and co.
Maybe they had a lot more speed than the front
Yeah.
few.
There they are on the inside lane. Sorrentino, so from about 23rd on back. Anyways, James Kinghart has taken the lead already. So it looks like the outside lane got a pretty good jump. As Hawkins trying to hold on to second. Not a good start for the 21, but James Kinghart in the number 71 is going to lead him. And we survived the first lap under green. So Lucifer Sam, I think, is out of the race. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case. There he is still on the pit road in the 32, so that's disappointing for the Centric Parts car. As Henry Gore in the O2, the Rockingham winner, takes second away from Jack Hawkins. Jonathan King here in the 96, second in points. Sorry, the points leader, not second in points. Oh, contact. Really got into him there. It's a battle for 3rd position. Dawson Miller and Kian Rowley, teammates battling for 5th. Anyways, battle for the lead here. Kind of pulling away a little bit. Miller's trying to make a 3rd lane in the 5. Actually, he jumped up to the outside. That's what happened. So James Kinghart still leading here in the 71. Henry Gore still looking for that 2nd win of the season in the O2. Hawkins also looking for that 2nd win. Dawson Miller looking to make a nice first impression for Nichols Racing, and he has, currently in 4th position, has gone around Jonathan King, who's in the top 5. It's very hard to pass at this racetrack. We'll see how that works out. We might see a race 1 on the pit road. Pocono always provides good racing here, so let's see how it works out. Down the front. And Kinghart as Benny Watson came in for some reason. Not sure why that'd be the case in the 97, but it's going to put him a lap down. And Lewis for Sam had a clutch issue on the start, so that's why he's out of the race.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So, last place for Sam. Lewis for Sam was 14th in points going to this race, so tough luck for him. As there goes his teammate to the inside, Henry Gore on the 0-2, sliding up the track. They made a bit of contact there. You see the 97 in frame as Henry Gore takes the lead from James Kinghart. And now Jack Porkins to the inside of the 71. So maybe a little bit of strategy by Benny Watson there in the 97. But I'm not sure why that would be the case. Kinghart still trying to hold on to second, and he will, thanks to Porkins slipping up in the middle of turn 1. As there goes the 5 of Dawson Miller. He's going to get to 3rd in the 5, so not bad for him. And how about Keen Rally in the 24, also getting his way up there in the Red Bull car. He gets up past Porkins. He's up to 4th. There's now Miller.
Miller trying to go underneath James Kinghart.
And Rally was trying to make it 3 wide. And we got a caution on the racetrack. So that saves. Oh, that's a huge crash. That involves Kenneth Bueno. Most notably there is the 11 of Brian Grimes, who has really fallen down the points. He was 2nd, now he's 11th. There's TJ Yoshi also involved. Kenneth Bueno, Noah Cars, Aiden Shepherd, and Colin Driver all involved. So that's Benny Watson there in the 97. He needs to be careful not to run into his teammate, for example, but they should make it back. So yeah, Watson should be okay. First caution of the race, Henry Gore is the leader. And we're going to find out what happened here. It looks like Louis Sorrentino was also involved. It's been a tough couple of races for CBRT. Sorrentino, Hawkins, and Grimes all having
Sorry that
issues.
I've been a bit slack on the all-time lists on the website. I don't think too many people even look at it anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So,
haven't updated it in a while.
So let's see here. It looks like it's something to do with the 10 and the 42. So we'll quickly take a look at that. So Sorrentino in the Windows 10 Microsoft car. Microsoft have taken Xbox One off as a major sponsor, but still being a minor sponsor for a couple of races. And Jimmy Johnston also. Okay, I think there was 2 separate accidents there. So we'll take a look at this first one. Zachary Fitzwater also involved in the 80, but looks like Cars was coming down and Sorrentino was going up, and eventually they made contact, turned themselves into each other. Sorrentino gets into the wall around. And look at Jay Jefferson just barely get a little bit of damage, and then Shepherd ran into somebody. I think it was Colin Driver in the 56.
Oh, TJ Oshie, did he actually go into the barrier?
He got into the pit. He got into that wall there. That's not a very good wall at all. You see Noah Cars getting involved in 42. Sorrentino goes around. Jake Jefferson, last race winner, gets involved. Now, Driver in the 56 got ran into by Shepherd. Grimes ran into Driver. Dan Parker's also involved in this one. And look at the 45. And this is not good. This is not a fun ride. And whack. Right.
Ow.
Thankfully not with the front. And Kenneth Bueno in the 9 car. Nowhere to go.
Ugh, tough debut for him.
Running last anyway, but thankfully that was not with the front. Usually you see a wreck here, and it usually happens with the front, but thankfully it's just the rear. Take a look from TJ's onboard. Good stuff for him. That was still a big hit. just for the sake of it, because we've got plenty of time, I think, taking on board with Brian Grimes, and I think he ran into Paul Driver. Yeah. What happened there? And that is a big hit. So a lot of damage on a lot of good race cars there. Anyways, the first caution of the race. Now, not sure why Benny Watson came in, but whatever the deal was, that saved him a fair bit. Some guys staying out, including points leader Jonathan King, Elijah Gordon, Jonathan Rains, who's 4th in points. Reagan Whitlock needs a good run, and so does Kelly Lee, the Richmond winner. So, we're going to see who won the race off. See, some guys are already done. Henry Gore wins the race off. Now, James Kinghart, I think... Okay, James Kinghart's getting tyres for some reason. Doesn't look like many others are. And you see the 80 and the 42, they were involved in that wreck, so it's kind of not surprising. But the 71 fell way down the order. Bad luck for him. So Jonathan King will lead us back to the green here. And Grimes, Driver, Shepherd, Yoshi, and Sam all out of the race. Tough luck to lose for Elizabeth Sam, who didn't even make the start of it. But, yeah, so Jonathan King's going to be the leader. Elijah Gordon is going to be second. Now, Elijah Gordon with a new paint scheme, Miller Welders. They'll come on board for 2 races. This is the first of them. Jonathan Rains is in 3rd. Reagan Whitlock 4th. And the 51 of Kelly Lee to the top 5. And we're actually still got a long way back, so I might as well just waste some time. So Henry Gore won the race off the pit road. He's in 6th. Dawson Miller is 7th. Keaton Raleigh, Jack Porkins, Tristan Allen, defending winner in the top 10. Landon Hicks is in 11th. Mitchell Carter, Julio Caesar made a race for once. Brandon Bent, Josh Crash, top 15. Then Davey Johnson, Jake Rogers, Cyrus McGee, Dominic Anthony, and Luke Rainey, the top 20. So we'll get back.
Now, one thing I want to mention that I didn't know until Napa Fan mentioned it, that I put the same font of the NRLA logo in the RLANZ logo, and I don't even think I realised it.
Yeah, I didn't realise it either as we're coming back to green. Jonathan King will be the leader as there goes Rains to the inside of Elijah Gordon, or trying to get underneath of Elijah Gordon. He's going to be shuffled. Oh, coming up. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
Look at Whitlock on the outside. That's up to 3rd. A good move by the 08. See, it's about the inside and the outside. Now, this is the turn that really can have the inside, the outside working into the wall. Lee's around with Henry Gore. And watch out, Jake Rogers involved. Alonso's involved. Kinghart's involved. Hunter Sleppy, Watson, Fitzwater, Bueno, Lynn, Sorrentino, Perez, and others. Neuwirth in the 7. That's Landy, Pavlon, Schamberger. I think that was everyone involved. And Henry Gore, who was technically the leader, was in it. So that works out nicely for King. Wow. I have no words. It's too early to be doing that stuff, honestly. So... It's always
the tunnel turn.
Mm-hmm. Now, the reason why this is, I think it's because Lee was trying to give some space to Miller, who's also trying to make it 3 wide, comes up into Gore, who kind of comes down a bit as well. They into each other and harm. The wall goes to 51. Look at Tristan Allen sneak by in the 2. And then, unfortunately, Rogers gets into it. Kinghart, Landy Pavlon, Johnston, Schamberger, Lynn, Perez, Hunter Sleppy, Fitzwater, Bueno, Cars. A lot of damage on a lot of cars. Landy Pavlon is a 20. Oops. I did something wrong. There we go.
Oh.
I made a boo-boo. Take a look here. He didn't really do anything wrong. He was just caught wrong place, wrong time. So was Jake Rogers. He couldn't really go anywhere because he had a car on his inside. You see Sorrentino also running into it in the 10. Only to go in the window stand car. Jackson Lynn, the 84. Zippo over one car. Run into as well. You see there's Kelly Lee, 51. Needed a good run to get it back inside. Good back in contention for a top 30 position, but it's not going to happen. From the rear. Then there's Sorrentino finishing off that wreck. So, see, Benny Watson was involved. Oh, and teammates. Now, not sure what that's about. You see Alonso missing Monster Energy sponsorship, but see, Kinghart was blowing up here. Oh, Perez was trying to avoid the 71. That's accidental. That's not anyone's fault. Perez was trying to avoid the 71. He comes up in Alonso and everything went downhill from there. So take a look here from another angle. Real time. Kinghart's zigzagging all over the road here. Perez comes in really quickly, trying to get by the 71, gets into Alonso. Alonso's trying to get back down to the bottom lane, and Fitzwater was there. So I can't really blame anyone for that one. But the officials might not agree with me on that one. Definitely wasn't Alonso's fault in any way, so...
Just imagine what Alonso is thinking right now.
Ooh, he's had a really tough season.
Yeah.
Other than his Atlanta win, it's really been a tough run for him. Yeah, you see, everyone that didn't come in before, or has damage, coming in that time, so... Yeah, but anyways, Dawson Miller is going to be the leader in the number 5.
His teammate, Kian Raleigh, in second.
And we've got 23 guys left on the racetrack. So, that's not a lot. That's the full... Yeah.
Hopefully, and I'm saying hopefully, it sort of calms down.
Yeah. That's what usually happens at Pocono. It's usually crazy for a while, and then eventually it calms down. Because we usually knock out so many drives. But yeah, Dawson Miller in the number 5, he's going to be the leader back to the green. Kian Raleigh's in second. Jack Porkins is in third. Landon Hicks and Julius Caesar inside the top 5 for Hayden Motorsports. So good run for him. Tristan Allen 6th. Josh Crash, Cyrus McGee, Brandon Bent, and Luke Rainey inside the top 10 in the 94. So good run for NS Racing as well. So, going back to green for the second time. Waiting. There we go, green flag. And Miller got a pretty good jump there. Porkins on the outside of the 21. That might have been deliberate. I don't know. It's getting close there, but I don't think he'd be able to hold on as such. And I don't think so. No. Oh, he's still there! My gosh, what a save. Great driving from the both of those guys, because they could have easily wrecked there, but they didn't. And Hicks is going to fall off the front three. Caesar now to the inside of him. So these two guys nearly wrecked each other as well, so they need to be careful here. It's not even halfway through the race yet. But anyways, Dawson Miller continues to lead. There goes his teammate Kian Raleigh, looking for the second win of the season. We've not had a repeat winner this season, which is incredible considering we've had 13 different winners. Not 13 races. We've had 13 different winners. But yeah, Miller holds on to the lead, and out of those 13 different winners, we've only had one of them come from season 1, which is Max Neuwirth, who was out of the race. So tough luck for him. Miller's still doing a good job holding on to the lead here in the 5, and he will lead at the halfway mark here in the Axalta We Paint Winners 400. Caesar going for 4th back there in the 79. Miller went a little too high, I think, that time. Raleigh got a really good run on him.
I was about to mention that Kian may have a better run, but right now I can't tell.
He's right up on the back of him though, so... Oh, he's trying. He's got a good run that time. Hawkins on the outside, trying to be on the outside. Miller's now on the outside. He got shuffled up out of the groove by Raleigh. And Raleigh's actually going to be able to clear, I think. But he'll lead that lap. So unlike most Pocono races, we've actually had a change for the lead. In fact, Miller fell back to 3rd. So I don't know if he's shuffled out of the groove by the 24 or if he just made a little error, but Raleigh took advantage of it. And now Miller trying to get back underneath the Hawkins. He needs to be careful. So the turn we've seen a lot of trouble. Sliding up, sliding up, sliding up, sliding up. And hold on to it.
And into Hawkins a little... Okay, they're good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good. And they haven't had a wreck for a little bit, so that's good. Hopefully it's a sign of things to come. As Julius Caesar trying to poke his way up here and get out the 2 of Tristan Allen. Or Josh Crash for that matter, as they've got guys going into the pit road. That was Reagan Whitlock and Davey Johnson, who came in under that last caution. So, Raleigh's still leading here. Hawkins still in the 2nd position in the 21. Miller trying to hold on to 3rd. Julius Caesar having a good run here at the 79. Really needed it. He is 41st in points. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Careful, careful, careful. Look at Josh Crash trying to make it 3 wide in the 28.
That would never work in turn 2, so he's gonna have to back off.
Yeah, he's going to still be underneath of Allen. He's got a battle for 2nd here. Miller is looking pretty good here in the 5. 13 to go for Kian Raleigh. However, these 2 guys may have come in, I think, maybe a bit too early. I don't know. Just going to have to wait and see. But with all this battling for 2nd, that's going to allow Raleigh to pull away. And Porker's on the outside. Gets a massive run. So Kian Raleigh, who won at Bristol earlier in the season. Sliding up into each other again. Good job not to wreck. Luke Rainey has made his way past Josh Crash. So Rainey's up into 8th position here in the 94. Now, we've got pit stops, I think, because everyone went high and I went low. So somebody must have checked up or something, because usually when that happens, it's usually because we got pit stops. There goes Miller for 2nd. Hawkins holds on. So it looks like Miller does have a good car right now, but he just can't make it stick. He's got the first 8 single forward around. That's Gordon, Angle Ram, Anthony Rains.
And Jonathan King gets by.
Oh, Davey Johnson splits the middle. And our third caution of the race. Oh. And Sleppy ran into somebody. And Rains finishes it off. Then Angle Ram again. Wow. Oh, Henry was involved. Oh, man. Third caution of the race. Felt like I was going to mention something about this guy. Well, forget that. I was going to mention that he was there. He wasn't really in the best position, but he was there. Forget that. And our third caution of the race. Sliding up the track here, Elijah Gordon comes up the track into Dominic Anthony. They make contact and pretty much a carbon copy of what happened to Kelly Lee earlier. He goes hard on the wall, he got air, and then Angle Ram nowhere to go in 61. And then Jonathan Rains also nowhere to go. Anthony runs into the 1. Anthony goes back down the track, gets into the 09. King gets
King
by.
does a good job to get by.
Look at Jimmy Johnston in the 00. He did a good job getting through it. Jay Jefferson also gained by in the 47. And obviously it wasn't over yet. Reagan Whitlock did a good job as well in the 08. And of course it wasn't really over. Not sure what happened here with Hunter Sleppy. He ran into Jonathan Rains pretty hard actually. And then Rains finished it off. And then that was a huge hit.
Wow.
Take a look here. Ooh. That was actually really bad. That hit. Take a look at this. We're just gonna slow it down here, frame by frame. There goes the 09. Whack. That was really bad. Thankfully, it was on the passenger side, though. That's a good thing. See, Engelram was also ran into the back of the 09. That's what I was kind of afraid, because I thought someone was going to ram into the 61, but not. Someone ramming the 88. But a lot of damage, a lot of good race cars here. Got on board with Dover winner Jonathan Rains. Gonna be okay for the most part, but it's not anymore. He didn't really get all that much damage until Sleppy ran into him. So he's out of it. Anthony's still going now. Kind of want to touch on that as well. Anthony was 7th in points, and Rains was 5 points in front of him. So, it's going to be an interesting battle. Anyways, Ken Rally in the 24 still the leader. Dan Park is on the tail end of the lead lap, I think. Unless he didn't come in, he's playing a bit of a strategy game. Ah, yeah. Okay, so Dan Park's actually the leader here.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. Reagan Whitlock has also had some sort of issue. Sorry, David Johnson, not Reagan Whitlock. So Johnson's out of the race with a fuel problem. He came in earlier, so that might explain why. Reagan Whitlock, I think, had the same thing. I think, Isaac, you've dealt with this last season, where they kept coming in. Had to deal with it a couple of times. A couple of racetracks, but it hasn't been that bad today, which is a good thing. But we're 30 minutes in, and thankfully, gonna get this one Really close to finish. So anyways, Dan Park is the leader here. Now this is interesting because he's a bit slow. He did stay with the pack the last time I saw him, but he has a bit of damage, so we'll see how this plays out. Ken Raleigh is second. Jack Pawkins is third. Landon Hicks, Julio Caesar the top 5. Mitchell Carter, Luke Rainey, Cyrus McGee, Dawson Miller, and the 96 of Jonathan King in 10th. Pace cars on
Really
pit road.
not too many.
Yeah.
Really not too many people left in this.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, isn't it? Green flag. And there goes the 24 to the inside.
So Josh Crash is going to be held up by Dan Park. Oh no, that's Jack Hawkins.
Jack Hawkins, not Park.
Too many red cars.
So, yeah. Sorry, not Park, I meant Crash. Well, he's got to run actually, Park. Oh boy. Hawkins got down to the inside there. And Raleigh should be able to clear here. And he does. Now if we do have it... Oh! I was just about to mention caution. And that's a big one. Reagan Whitlock upside down and barrel rolling. And that should trigger our fourth caution of the race. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. A lot of damage on Reagan Whitlock. I was just about to mention the fact that a caution could change it, but like if it was in the last 5 laps, because that would trigger a an overtime. But it's come out, and it was Whitlock sliding up into Jay Jefferson, our last winner, in the 47 car. And look at Dominic Anthony sneak by as well. Good job by him. And a hard hit for Whitlock. Both into the wall and in points. Not need a bad day. Particularly at the rear. Thankfully came to land on all fours. But a tough break for Reagan Whitlock. It's been a tough season for him. Missed a lot of races, and I was supposed to really put him down in points. We'll take a look at real time. That was a big hit. A lot of rolls for the 08. So, I'm going to get close here to agreeing to an overtime, but we're not going to. As Whitlock has retired. Lights are still on. And there we go, lights are off. So we're going to have a 2-lap dash. It's not going to be an overtime. But it'll be pretty close, I would say. So, Ken Raleigh is...
Not an overtime.
Yeah, it's not an overtime.
It's not an overtime, but it's technically a green, white, checkered.
Yeah, technically, but... I mean, it's not... It's, you know... It's 2 laps to go, so whatever.
Yeah.
This is a proper restart, but if we do get a caution, before they get back to the white... Now, the overtime line rule does not apply on this restart because it is not an overtime. So if they do not make it back to the white, like if the caution comes out before they get to the white, then we're going to overtime. So this could be the final restart of the race. Ken Raleigh's the leader. I think the 22 is coming in. He might be retiring. But yes, Ken Raleigh the leader. Jack Pawkins second. Landon Hicks, Mitchell Carter, Dan Park the top 5. Green flag, and Hicks got going. Pawkins didn't go anywhere, actually. He got a really bad jump. Be careful. We don't want a wreck.
Be careful on turn 2. They're almost ready to go 3 wide back there.
Alright, gonna get this camera angle ready. This is the angle that sees all the wrecks. No wreck. Can they make it back to the white? I think they can.
Jack Borkers is going to have to work hard to catch up to Riley.
Yeah, here we go, coming to the white. They made it back without a wreck. White flag, 1 to go. Could we get our first multi-winner in Season 2? I think so. I think Riley's got this. It's been hard to pass on the inside.
If Riley doesn't get it, Porkins will be a second-time winner, but
Hicks is in.
Yeah, you still can't.
There he goes. That might be it. That might be the win that Riley got. He's got it. Yep. And I think it's going to be another third place for Landon Hicks. He's to the inside. It won't matter. They're all battling for second. We're going to have our first multi-time winner in Season 2. Keen Riley comes down the front stretch to win the Axalta We Paint Winners 400. Checkered flag at Pocono. Riley wins it.
Wow.
And
now,
let's figure out. Did Hicks get second? Yes. So he got by Porkins for second. So finally, something better than a third place for him. He's had 4 of them this season. He gets a second today. How about that? Jack Porkins gets third.
Oh, wow.
He came really close, but whatever. Tough luck for him.
Looking through the
Yeah.
So now,
Mitchell
Kean Riley has 4 wins and 6 poles, and Tristan Allen has 4 poles and 6 wins.
Irony. Mitchell Carter, he gets 4th and a career best for Luke Rainey in 5th in the 94. An impressive run for Dawson Miller, back-to-back 6th place finishes 4 of the 5. But this time it's with a new team. But Kean Riley wins it, his second of the season, and finally a different winner. A repeat winner. Dawson Miller obviously got 6th, Julio Caesar a much needed 7th. Cyrus McGee, Dan Park, he needed a top 10, he got 9th, even with the damage, and Josh Crash got 10th, and you see the rest of the results. Nearly a full page of DNFs. That's a lot of DNFs. 15 guys finished the race. Jay Jefferson also was involved in that last wreck, so tough luck for him. He gets 15th, and Dominic Anthony retired with the camshaft, so that's what happened to him. But anyways,
now, I don't think.
Yeah, keep going.
I don't think Kean has enough to at least. Don't think Kean has enough to make it into the top 10 in points, even with that win.
Let's see here. Zachary Fitzwater. Yeah, he's only 26 back. I mean, it's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Let's see here. 46. Jay Jefferson was 11.
Well, I guess we'll just see on the points.
Okay, so he definitely won't pass Jay Jefferson. He has, you know what? He could pass Zachary Fitzwater. Okay, we'll have to figure that out later. So yeah. He's probably in the top 10. So yeah, congratulations, Kean Riley.
Don't speculate, calculate.
Yeah. So congratulations, Kean Riley, and we'll see you next time at what is the next race? Let me figure that out. But
I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But anyways, yeah, we'll see you then.